Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Adam. You're watching Unlimited Options Investing. I thought all of the good earnings were done by now, but yet we still have so many more companies this week. I was actually pretty shocked at how many pretty interesting companies still have yet to report their earnings. So starting off with Monday morning, we have the Trade Desk, and this is a company I don't know much about. I do know it's relatively popular amongst the retail crowd. Looking at their chart on Google, it's trading at $68.55. They're a global technology company that markets a software platform used by digital ad buyers to purchase data-driven digital advertising campaigns across various ad formats and devices. I'm not sure if this is a Cathie Wood name either. Let's look at the last 1 year. It's been just trading sideways with highs, 52-week highs of $97.28 and 52-week low of $46.71. So that's Monday before the bell. And that's really the only one that catches my eye before the open. But really what's going to happen is after the close, we have PayPal stock. And this is a company that I have been buying in over, let's say, the last 3 weeks or so. It was right after that news came out with them potentially buying out Pinterest. And then Pinterest went up significantly and PayPal went down. So I started buying in at that point. I think it was around maybe, let's say, 250 or so. And then after news came out that they were no longer going to be buying them, PayPal went back up and Pinterest went down. But since then, PayPal's actually been on the way down, and we can actually look at the chart on Google. It's now at 225, and looking, let's say, at the last year or so, reaching a double top back in February as well as in July at about $305, and now we're trading $80 lower. Ever since we peaked in July, we have gone down 26%. PayPal's not going anywhere, so this is a stock that I've been buying. It was on my 5 stocks to buy for November 2021. I have no idea how the earnings are going to go. If it's going to continue going down, I will definitely buy more. It's near its 200 moving day average, I believe, so I like the value that I'd be getting. And again, PayPal's not going anywhere. They're a fintech innovation giant. So that's PayPal. Next up, we have AMC Entertainment, and I know a lot of people are going to be looking at this one. We all know the story with AMC and the short squeeze, the gamma squeeze. It's now trading at $41.70, up 1,000% over the past year. Apes unite with this one. I have no idea where this one's going to go. I know the CEO, I don't know his name exactly. It's Adam something, I believe, or something Adam. I'm not sure, but I think he has my name, either his first or his last name. He seems really down to earth and really listens to investors, and investors obviously like that, are willing to hold a stock and not sell it. So who knows where AMC goes, but that one is reporting on Monday after the close, as well as Roblox, which IPO'd, and it was this year back in March at around $69.50, and now trading at $77.99 with a 52-week high of $103.87. And I also believe this is a Cathie Wood name as well. We have Clover Health, and I know that one was associated with Chamath back in the day. I think it was a SPAC, as well as had a lot of short interest. I don't really follow it that much. Virgin Galactic, this one was one of my best trades that I've ever made, where I actually bought this one back in 2020 around $15, and I actually didn't really take profit the first time around, but the second time I made no mistake. But trust me, in between that was not fun, but I held on. I don't know how I did. It was down 70%. I lost all my gains. I don't know how I had the emotional capacity to hold on to it, but I knew it had the potential. I was hoping that they would go up to space. Richard Branson, he actually did, and then I was able to really sell this one very, very nicely. I learned my lesson after that first time, and honestly, after you learn your lesson, I tend to take profits a lot more easily, especially being able to recognize when something is a trade and something is an investment. Next up, we have LMND, and this is actually another stock that I've been buying into. I also believe it was in my 5 stocks to buy November 2021, and looking at the last year for this one, it hit a 52-week high of $188.30, and right now it is at just $70, where just maybe a week ago it was trading in the low 60s. So I wasn't done buying into my position yet. It's gone up since pretty nicely, but I do want another bite back at the low 60s if it gets back there. But even if I have to average up a little bit, I'd be willing to do that. I believe LMND has a lot of growth potential over the upcoming years. And the last stock that interests me on Monday is Smile Direct Club, and this is another stock that I've covered on the channel as well. It has a very high short interest, around 30% the last time I checked. It's been pretty beaten down, as it's down 47.45% over the past year. After earnings, I have no idea, but if it has good news and all the short interest and all the momentum that would be behind it, this one can definitely easily double if it has good earnings, really. But it remains to be seen how the earnings look or how investors feel about it. Looking at Tuesday before the open, we have Palantir stock, and this is a very popular name in the retail space. I actually own options in this one as well, expiring in 2023. I believe my strike price is $20. Looking at the last year, this one's kind of been trading sideways. For the most part, I believe it was a SPAC or an IPO'd, one of the two, about a year ago. around $15, and then it started trading upward in the 20s, reaching a 52-week high of $45, and now trading in a range anywhere between $20 and like 27 or so. Another what used to be popular name was Workhorse, and this is a stock that I actually traded when I first started getting into the market. It was also a SPAC once upon a time, and they were rumored to get the USPS contract. A lot more heavily favored to get it when Donald Trump was in office, but then when Biden took over, so it's just weird things happened, and they were supposed to get it, and they didn't end up getting it, and it was kind of weird. They were like very high chance they were supposed to, and whatever reason they didn't. So that one was really high risk, high reward. And actually looking at the chart for that one, so it's now at $6.55 if we look at the last 5 years. Perhaps this one actually wasn't a SPAC, but anyway, it went from about $2 or $3 all the way up to about 15, reaching a 52-week high of $40, and then crashing down once that news came out, down 83%. Taking a look after the close, we have NEO. This is a stock that I wasn't able to build in position. When I was buying the dip back in October, it just didn't fit. Like, I had so many other stocks that I wanted to buy more. I was looking more at big tech and buying the dip in that more than NEO. I already had my Tesla, and I believe Tesla is better than NEO as an investment. Maybe not right now at these levels per se for Tesla, but at the time, that was kind of my rationale. Even with Ford stock, I wish I bought Ford as well, but I mean, whatever. Tesla's also been doing well, but NEO has been trading pretty much sideways ever since last year when it went up considerably in November and December, and then going from about $62 to now it is about $42 still. I still have high hopes for NEO to do well going into the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if we're trading at $60. I wouldn't be surprised if we're trading at 35 again by the end of the year. So we'll have to see what happens with that one. And as much as I like the idea of NEO, I take into consideration the market cap of just under $70 billion and the fact that they're based out of China, and I get kind of sketched out with China. But I still do like NEO. If I were to pick a Chinese stock, it would be them or Alibaba. Next up, a stock that I've been buying since its early days and got burned on it, but then averaged down, is Coinbase. And this stock has been doing pretty well of late. Looking at the last 6 months, since about the end of September, it's up 50% almost. Since the direct public offering back in April, where it actually started off around $400, looking where it is now relative to where it was before, this one's definitely on the uptrend, especially with Bitcoin and Ethereum doing very well in crypto just in general. My expectation is I don't believe Wall Street is ready for the growth and profit that they're going to be projecting from their earnings. This is a total speculation. I have no idea what they're going to be reporting, but if I had to guess and take a bet, I would say that they're going to beat, as this stock is $71.13 billion, and I think it'll be much more in the upcoming couple of years. We also have Upstart, FUBO, and Plug Power. I don't really follow these stocks that closely. I know that Upstart is having a crazy run-up, up 1,000% over the past year, which is absolutely nuts. Just back in July, it was $128, now $331. FUBO TV is now at $32.82, and this one has been really volatile over the past year, reaching a 52-week high of about 62, and pretty much trading in that $25-$30 range over the past, let's say, 6 months. Plug Power, this one had a crazy run-up as well in 2020. I remember when I first got on the market, this one was like $6, and it went all the way up to a 52-week high of $75.49, and now trading like 45% lower than those all-time highs. We also see Wynn Resorts, and this is a stock that I sold at the very bottom. I don't feel so bad because the fundamentals change with the whole China and Macau. Even though I knew it was a risk, I deemed it was a stock I didn't want to be holding anymore. As well, I was able to put that money into things like Microsoft and other big tech that has also done well ever since. So even though it's like, oh, I sold the bottom, at least I put that money to work somewhere else, and it wasn't just holding it as cash. Don't be afraid to cut your losses if you deem it necessary. We see it also very volatile over the last year or so, reaching a 52-week high of $143, now trading at $96.92, and a 52-week low of $76.85, which is around where I sold, which kind of sucks, but whatever, it is what it is. And looking at Unity Software, this one's actually recovered pretty nicely. It was trading below $100. It was $81 back in May, during that bottom around May 12th, May 13th. It had a 52-week high of $174 about a year ago in December, and now near those all-time highs, sort of at $152. So I haven't done very much research on this company. I know it's a Cathie Wood name. I don't own it. I don't know much about it. Taking a look at Wednesday, we have Fiverr. I own a company called Upwork. They do very similar things. They both work in the freelance space, connecting freelancers and employers together, as well as Wendy's. Was a stock I actually, when I first got in the market, was one of the stocks I randomly started looking at. When I first got in the market was right in the crash in 2020, and I remember seeing this one at $7. And I had no idea if that was good or bad, and because everything was crashing, I had no idea what was going on in the stock market. I had no idea what was going on in the stock market. I had no idea that Wendy's even had a stock, or Starbucks and Amazon. I'm like, what is all this stuff? Whatever. Little did I know that was a buying opportunity of a lifetime. Now it's up 3x from that time over there. After the close, we have SOFI, which is another really popular retail name. as well as Walt Disney, which we all know is a conglomerate. Looking at the last year, pretty much trading sideways, a 52-week high just above 200 at 203, now trading at $175.63. Over the last month, down about 1%, but over the last couple of days, it's up from about 170 to 175. We have Affirm, Open Door, Affirm being a buy now, pay later company. Open Door, they work with real estate, and I believe this was actually a Chamath SPAC as well. As Beyond Meat, and this one has actually been beaten down as well over the last few months here. This one usually, like, when it's below 100, it's usually a buy, and then it pops up to 150, and then it goes back down to 100. See this? So we're at 125, and then we pop up to 190, and then we go back down to 124, pop up to 180, we pop down to 104, pop up to 150, and then we're back down to that kind of area. And now we're back down to that area again. And we also have his younger sibling, Tattooed Chef. This is a big Jeremy Lefebvre company that he's really big on, and as we all know, financial education loves TTCF. Taking a look at Thursday, we have PaySafe. This was a SPAC last year, run by Bill Foley, the owner of the Vegas Golden Knights. It was doing really well during the SPAC craze. Now it's back below $10. We also have Hut 8, which is a crypto miner, and Tapestry, and I believe they own Kate Spade and a bunch of other luxury names. We have Luminar, and this is a stock actually that I was buying at the same time I was buying an acquisition, which was a SPAC for Desktop Metal. And both those companies at the same time, I sold them right before they both went up like crazy in November. So I sold this one maybe at $11. And then within like 2 weeks, I saw it trading above like $40. It was unbelievable. Since then, it's gone down. It's fallen all the way down 60% to today at $16.76. And this company operates those lasers that go on cars to be able to drive autonomously. And the last company that catches my eye this week would be Lordstown Motors, and they are linked with Workhorse, as Workhorse owns part of Lordstown. However, Lordstown has had a terrible 2021. It was also a SPAC in 2020, trading at around $10. I actually was trading this one with some nice money on it, and I actually got out before it started going down. I was trading it maybe in this area over here before it even had a chance to go down from $26 all the way down to $5.60, where it is down 79.19%. This company has been an absolute dumpster fire. Who knows if we'll ever get out of it. We'll just have to see. But that's all for my video, guys. Let me know in the comments below which earnings you're most excited about. As always, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.